Coba. Oh mantap. Enggak. Udah di ini. Coba Kang di ini dulu. Gue orang gedein dikit-dikit. Ada. Jadi ya gitu, bentar. Coba Kang. Ada tuh. Ini kan yang orang. Nah, ini mixing ini. Mix yang itu.
Kembali. Cek.
Cek.
Oh, mana itu?
Ini orang kan. Oh dari ini.
Jadi diambil kan.
Udah cukup. Di sini nggak belum ada. Suara orang mah keluar ya? Tar. Tadi keluarnya outputnya di mana? Apa laptopnya dideketin aja? Paling gitu. Jadi laptopnya simpan di situ. Iya. Nggak ngalangin ya?
Tiba-tiba nggak bisa sih.
Coba Kang. Ini udah bener nih. Mix out 4.
Bisa gitu.
Coba lagi Kang.
OBS-nya Pak? Ini mananya di sini, yang mana ngatur ini kan?
Iya, coba Kang. Itu mic-nya. Ini orang yakin laptop.
Desktop matiin aja. Nanti suara mana masuk lagi pas ngomong.
Desktop. Ini bener kok. Bakal di jamnya.
Oh, desktopnya nyalain lagi, Vip. Berarti ini nyambung ke desktop. Tadi.
Kan?
OBS-nya.
Desktop. Yang YouTube-nya harus di-share lagi. Oh. Itu back dulu. Back dulu, terus bagikan. Tuh, bagikan yang atas. Kanan, pojok kanan. Kiri. Itu tombol share. Itu yang deket akhiri streaming. Kanan. Ah, itu. Kirim ke grup. Hah? Oh ya, masukin dulu ya. Dokter Ari itu nonton aja kan, berarti orang udah bilang sama.
Di segimana, Pak?
Kalau misalkan MC duduk di sini gini gimana ya? Tadi mah bisa asli. Shit. Oh ada. Oh mantap. Deh.
Suaranya rada tarik gimana? Cek 1 2 3 cek 1 1 1 2 3 1 2 3. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh iya ya.
The webinar event and awarding ceremony is about to begin in a few minutes.
Di grup ada tadi. Di bagian di grup tadi.
Ini jadi banyak feedback.
Ini kita orang udah dimentokin audio capture-nya. Sepedanya juga. Ini orang yakin mix itu.
Cek. Punten man, sorry man. Cek dong, ngomong dong.
Gimana kalau ininya dipasang masukin lagi?
Oi. Iya.
Cek.
Aku coba di settingnya di sini.
Cek. Cek. Cek. Cek.
Itu di room orang. Karena background orang jadi setengah.
Tadi kan bisa.
Yang ada mic-nya sebelah kanan.
PTW, iya tampilan apa?
Iya lagi nih. Kedengeran nggak?
Kedengeran? Nggak, suara ini.
Visionnya buka apa?
Meski gawat. Oh, suara omongan orang katanya sih, Pak.
Sip. Soalnya kan kadang-kadang suara dialog tapi nggak kedetek.
Itu udah disepakati dulu.
Itu setelah PKP udah nggak diganti-ganti. Makin orang namain 4 box 4 ini.
Itunya deket ya kan. Tapi nggak ada gitu-gitunya.
Coba di setting lagi. Nyolok belum mic-nya? Ini aku dulu. Ini udah. Iya. Ya. Bisa naik.
Ini loh, mic Audi kan ini mic aux 4 tadi mana yang ketemu mana? Ini default. Berarti yang ini box 4.
Nih.
Itu kenal. Oke. Bye.
Ini lagi. Oke, cek 1 2 3 cek 1 2 3 cek 1 2 3 cek sound. Okay, is it clear? Is my crystal clear or just merely clear? You decide. Okay, good. We are good to go. Ini Chandra Kanti sama Hasan Sodik Alaidrus.
Ini apa?
Yang siswa.
Maksudnya bentar.
Materi 3.
Ini representatif
Of ISTEC awardees dari perwakilan ini kan pemenang perwakilan. Bukan?
belum ada pemenangnya.
Oh ya, saya nggak tahu. Berarti
Kenapa ini udah langsung perwakilan pemenang kan sih?
jadi judulnya apa?
Ya,
Pemateri si anak teh peserta aja.
Atau dia
Award itu kan ya
ini mah akan ngambil sendiri. Mana yang mana?
Yang ini nih yang Hasan Alaidus dan sama Chandra Kanti itu kan katanya dari peserta ya.
Nah, kenapa representative of ISTEC 2020 awards?
Ya udah, ini tinggal diganti jadi partisipan aja.
Kan, soalnya belum diumumin. Wah,
iya
udah
sih.
menang sendiri nih.
Tulisan di situ apa?
Iya sih, saya juga rada aneh.
Iya, aneh soalnya awardingnya di akhir gitu.
Oke, jadi partisipan aja ya.
Iya.
Anyway, ini cuman pemberitahuan aja buat internal sih tadinya.
Oh ya.
Tapi nggak apa, tinggal delete aja.
Saya kan
Dibaca ya?
inter dan ekstern.
Iya. Lanjut Kang.
Ini berarti partisipan ya?
Partisipan.
Oke, udah sih. Terus udah wordingnya. Ini bagian wording. Ini mah cuma apa?
Baca nanti.
Iya, cuma clue aja ini.
Udah.
Aman lah ya.
Mau ini nggak diganti namanya jadi?
Oh, boleh. Udah apa? Ya udah. Hapus. Han. Kasih clue kalau udah boleh. Oke. Kang mulai gitu aja.
Ini dicabut simpan aja.
Oh ya, pemateri ini dicabut simpan di sini. Oke. Pematerinya di sini kan? Oh, yang siswa itu.
Siswanya online.
Oh, siswanya.
Cuma yang mau bicara di sini.
Kalau yang bicara mau di sini siapa aja? Kang Dimas. Terus
si Panang.
Panang, iya.
Sisanya online. Jadi share aja nanti kalau misalkan yang di sini pasti ke sini. Kalau yang online ya online.
Juri juga berarti
dia juga di sini ke sini.
Oh, juri ke sini.
Iya.
Kalau ini mah online, berarti cuma dari ISS saja yang online ya.
Iya.
Oke, sip. Three. It's coming from Turkey. I apologize for my poor pronunciation that I might struggle with. Cannot feel my brother. Using additional scientists expected. And it Are we good to go? Han. Han.
Partisipannya urang.
Oh, jangan gerak. Oh ya, tenang. India siapa? Jadi sebelum kita mulai, mari kita berdoa agar acara ini diberikan kelancaran. Berdoa dimulai. Doa selesai. Itu mundur 10, acara mulai ya Kang ya.
Siap. Pak Juri juga di on. Sebutin aja time isi. Oke.
Ini kita masuk.
Sambutan Kang Dimas dulu.
Jadi yang di sini cuma BCS, Kang Dimas sama Bapak PPTPP.
Panang. Ladies and gentlemen, the first presenter is coming from Turkey. Apologize for my poor pronunciation that I might struggle with. We're delighted by the presence of Dr. Kansu K. Kuru. She's from Izmir, Turkey. She's a biochemist working at Buka Municipality, Kizilkulu Science and Arts Center. Her discussion will stay around innovation of STEM, of course, but more specific to her native country. Without any further ado, the stage is yours. Kansu Chansu.
Rasanya ada dilambatin aja, jangan dicepetin. Ya kontinuas lah, jangan dipercepat, jadi kayak ada jedanya. Biar durasinya sambil yang lain itu.
Oke. Sekarang
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. ISTEC 2021, please ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, webinar event and awarding ceremony is about to begin in a few minutes. We'd like to remind all of you to turn your camera on and also mute the audio. Please make sure your connection is well established so that you will not miss any important information. Once more, please turn your camera on and mute the audio. Good afternoon. His Excellency Mr. Nang Ahmadi, the head of P4TK IPA, or the Center of Quality Improvement of Teachers and Education Personnels in Science of Indonesia, the Honorable Mr. Iwan Budiman, the head of Indonesia Scientific Society, distinguished Mr. Rahadian Sri Pamungkas, the CEO of Bandung Creative Society, all the participants across the continents, students, educators, and respectable jurists. Selamat datang, Wilujeng Sumping, bienvenido, host Galdinis, bem-vinda, marhaban. Welcome to webinar event and awarding ceremony of our ISTEC 2021. You can applaud if you would like to. Thank you. You can also give the reaction emoticon, yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, this year ISTEC 2021 marks our second edition of the event. Sadly, unlike the previous meeting, we are now forcibly holding this event through virtual platform. Although current pandemic restrains most of us from doing our routine in a normal manner, but it also offers us new opportunities to implement our knowledge in a wider field, which will hopefully benefit others too. So a little side note from us, keep doing what you do the best, challenge yourself, and spread your love for science to the whole world. And one of them is by participating in an international event like this. Our best wishes are all for you. We would also like to extend our gratitude to our media partner. Thanks to Science de Mexico, BEM Unicom, Guru Milenial, MP.id, Himakimia Universitas Negeri Gorontalo, Himasipil Universitas Krishna Dwi Payana, Scienceology, Ikatan Guru Indonesia, Sekolah Digital Indonesia, Hujan Tanda Tanya, and STEAM Lab. Thank you for your kind support. Ladies and gentlemen, our next agenda is a series of speeches that will be delivered by some of our key individuals who make this event possible. We are going to begin with Mr. Rahadian Sri Pamungkas as the representative of Bandung Creative Society. To Mr. Rahadian, the time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. With respect, Mr. Nang Ahmadi, as a head of P4TK IPA and all the staff. With respect, all the judges. With respect, all the committees and all the participants around the world. With the pleasure and blessing of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, we can gather in this place in good health. Therefore, let us give thanks to the presence of Almighty God. With His blessing, we can all attend and watch this ISTEC 2021 webinars and awarding events. I want to thank everyone who has struggled to make ISTEC 2021 possible. Hopefully, this event can continue. Even though in a pandemic situation, we still don't know when it will end. Our enthusiasm for work must be kindled, one of which is by implementing the ISTEC 2021 as well as possible. Thank you to all the participants who have struggled to create extraordinary work. It's not the matter of winning or losing, but how we can do something that can be useful for the nation. Finally, hopefully, what we have done lately can produce maximum result. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Mr. Rahadian for the speech. The second one will be coming from our beloved jurist. To Dr. Ari Hardian, as the representative of jury board, the podium is yours.
Hello, can you hear my voice?
It's loud and clear, Dr. Ari.
Okay, thank you, MC. Okay,
You're welcome.
so to Honorable Mr. Enang Ahmadi, SPD MPD, the head of Center for Development and Empowerment of Educators and Education Personnel in Natural Science, under the Ministry of Education and Culture of Indonesia, and also as Indonesia Scientific Society Advisor. Honorable Mr. Iwan Budiman, SPD MPD, Chairman of Indonesia Scientific Society, and Honorable Mr. Rahadian Sri Pamungkas SSI as a CEO of Bandung Creative Society, Honorable the judges of the second ISTEC 2021, Professor Dr. Goib Wiranto and Dr. Sally Ferrani. Honorable to all crew organizing committee of ISTEC 2021 from BCS and ISS, and to all ISTEC 2021 participants that I'm proud of. Good afternoon and good day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honestly, it was an honor for me to become one of the judges in this amazing event. In this opportunity, I represent the judges, want to share the competition rubric of ISTEC 2021, also my impression during judging session in ISTEC 2021. Firstly, the competition rubric, there are 4 assessment criteria, which are research methodology, PowerPoint content, oral presentation, and the result. The judges gave score 0 to 10 for each criteria, and it is hard for judges, especially for me, in determining the score for each criteria due to all participants have done a good result, good research, and good performance also. These awards are just bonus for what you have done so far. Keep innovating because innovation is the heart of the times. I take some quotes for the last my speech. From the world's great innovators. The first one is innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower from Steve Jobs. And the second one is innovation is seeing what everybody has seen and thinking what nobody has thought by Albert S. Georgi, who discovered vitamin C. Okay, that's all from me. Stay enthusiastic in innovation. Good luck to everyone. Keep spirit and keep healthy. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Ari, for the speech. So inspiring. Thank you really much. And I would also extend our gratitude to all other juries for your precision. Yeah, for the precision in dealing with such delicate work in assessing our participants' research. It must be complicated, but I do believe that you all the juries are so excited to see how the youth are expanding their research. Thank you, Dr. Ari. And ladies and gentlemen, the next speech is going to be delivered by Miss Nindya Shafaat. the representative from Indonesia Scientific Society. To Miss Nindya, please, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, MC. Can you hear my voice? Just want to clarify.
The voice is clear, Miss Nindya.
Okay, thank you. Let me begin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, sorry, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is great and a pleasure for me to welcome you in this international webinar and awarding of ISTEC 2021. Respectable all committee, respectable all judges, and respectable all participants from around the world. I'm very thankful to you for taking time out of your busy schedule to attend this event. And I'm especially very honored to welcome the representative for Indonesian Scientific Society. With the pleasure and blessing of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, we can be here in our good health. With His blessing, we can all attend the international webinar and awarding of ISTEC 2021. Well, hard work will always pay off. Same case with the all participants who took part in this competition. Being selected from 100 applicants to 42 participants is a very satisfying result. And I would like to say that this is your privilege and pleasure to be a part in this great event. This year, Second ISTEC 2021 is being attended by 8 countries for many countries. And one thing for sure, in line with this, competitions is a way to extend of our knowledge, make connections with people, and keep moving forward. It is not to be the best, but for an exchange or enrich of knowledge and also experience. And also, I can see big potential from the participants. So I hope that through this event, we all can learn to be a good and critical thinker. I wish each of you well on all of your future endeavors. I will cherish the time we have spent here together and will fondly remember these days. And I look forward to watch your excel in future and hope that we will keep in touch. And I wouldn't like to take too much of your time, so I will hand it over to our MC, Mr. to proceed the next agenda. Once again, good luck and thank you very much for attending this event. Back to you, MC. Thank you.
You're welcome, Miss Nindya, and thank you really much to you too for the motivational speech. We do hope that this speech can make our participant courageous to pursue their dreams in scientific research. Amen to that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and all participants, for those who don't know, ISTEC is organized by both Bandung Creative Society and Indonesia Scientific Society. And we are wishing ISTEC will remain successful in the future and will put more students' research under spectacular spotlight like this. All right, everyone, the last speech will be presented by none other than Mr. Enang Ahmadi, the head of P4TK IPA. We please Mr. Enang to join us here on the stage. So Mr. Enang, the time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera semuanya. With respect, Head of Indonesia Scientific Society and all the staff, with respect all committee, we respect all the judges, we respect all participants around the world. With pleasure and blessing of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, we can gather in this place in good health. Therefore, let us give thanks to the presence of Almighty God. With His blessing, we can all attend to the international webinar and awarding of ISTEC 2021. Hard work will always pay off. and all the participants who took part in this competition have proven it. Being selected from the hundreds of registrants until 42 participants were selected is already a very good result. This year, second ISTEC 2021 has attended by 8 countries. Among them are Yemen, Mexico, Brazil, Egypt, Turkey, and of course, the host Indonesia. Competition like this is very much needed to the test the competencies of those who learn. Competition is a way so that we can know the extent of our knowledge. Not to be the best, but for an exchange of knowledge and experience. Pempateka fully support this event. We are proud of the independent institution like Indonesia Science Society that is willing to work hard to increase the value of a nation. Not only the nation itself, but the nation that exists in the world. We need activities like this again in the future, and Pempateka will certainly for support them. To the participant who fought for 2 days yesterday, hopefully you can get the best result. Thank you for the opportunity. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Mr. Nang and the team as well, who have supported this event wonderfully. We are delighted and we are honored by the presence of Mr. Nang and the team. Thank you really much. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda is explicitly written in the first half of the name of our program today. So, without any further delay, let's jump into webinar International Science, Technology, and Engineering Competition 2021. There will be 3 keynote speakers providing us with intriguing discussion about innovative of STEM. Unfortunately, we are unable to open Q&A session later. So if you do have some questions regarding the discussed topic, you can ask the committee of ISTEC 2021 to send the question to the speaker for you. Well, everyone, all the participants, the first presenter is coming from Turkey. And I'm going to apologize for my poor pronunciation that I might struggle with. We are delighted by the presence of Dr. Cansu İlki Kuru. Dr. Cansu is from Izmir, Turkey. She is a biochemist working at Buka Municipality Kizilkulu Science and Art. Pardon me, working at Buka Municipality Kizilkulu Science and Art Center. Her discussion will stay around innovation of STEM, but perhaps more specific to her native country. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, to Dr. Cansu İlki Kuru, the time is yours.
Hello to all.
Hello,
Thank you so much for your invitation.
Hello, Dr. Cansu.
Hello. It's a great experience for me to collaborate with you in this organization. I have a presentation. Maybe I can share first. Can you see my screen now?
I think it's in process, Doctor.
It's okay.
It will appear immediately, I guess.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it appears now.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's start. First of all, again, I'm Cansu İlkekuru from Izmir, Turkey. I am working as a biochemist in Buca Municipality Kızılçullu Science and Art Center. And I would like to talk about our example of good practice in the field of education and Buca IMSEF organization in my speech for today. You know that gifted students and gifted and talented students show different characteristics from their normal peers, so they need some requirements for special education. In our country, Turkey, science and art centers are special education centers for gifted students. And these centers, preschool, primary, and secondary education institutions, continuing gifted and talented students in formal education institutions to discover their talents and themselves in line with their interest, of course, and besides their education. It is an educational institution established to ensure the highest level of development. But unfortunately, these science and art centers are not sufficient both in number and also experiencing some problems in training at these centers. So, considering these problems encountered in science and art centers in Turkey, we suggest a novel education system for gifted students who need special education in this field. Within the scope of our center, it is aims to explain to Kızılçullu Science and Art Center, where gifted students living and studying in our district, Buca, or Izmir, and from kindergarten to university can receive special education and free of charge. Kızılçullu Science and Art Center was established in 2019 by Buca Municipality and aims to teach of science at a young age to discover and reveal the talents of children who have ability to different branches of art and thus to bring them as up scientists of the future and artists of the future. Young people and children can follow and apply science, technology, produce their own projects, and perform their artistic activities in line with their abilities in this center. So, Kızılçullu Science and Art Center is also aimed to ensure that gifted students are discovered and noticed in the society, guide gifted students in line with their interests and abilities, enable them to develop their special talents and use their capabilities, guide them to conduct interdisciplinary research and activities, ensure that they are successful individuals in the future by being supported throughout their education life, support the use of the work to put forward for gifted people and our society, enable them to show themselves in national and international platforms. So, Kızılçullu Science and Art Center works in accordance with this educational program. And this educational program consists of 5 components: curriculum, teaching process, gifted student selection, mentor selection, and evaluation. At the first of all, mentor selection. At the Kızılçullu Science and Art Center, where a different educational model is applied for the gifted students, are educated by a team with a master or doctorate degree, PhD degree, in specializing in their fields. Students study in workshop according to their abilities outside the normal curriculum, and their skills are developed and different aspects are brought forward. For the selection of gifted students to Kızılçullu Science and Art Center, we collaborate with our rehabilitation research centers of Buca District and National Education Directorate, and 4,087 students were identified as gifted and who received education in 182 schools in Buja for 2020. These identified students first go through an interview and a questionnaire. The special interests of them are determined. Special abilities, skills, and capacities of these students are taken into account in shaping in programs to be implemented at the centers, our center. In addition to collective lessons that include current development in science and art and adapt their teamwork spirit, scientific project studies, and individual studies in the field of art conducted. And facilities of Kızılçullu Science and Art Center and curriculum and teaching process. So special trainings are given to students to develop solution-oriented thought structures, to create a sense of curiosity and awareness, to dream, to discover and develop themselves in line with their skills and interests in science and art and in the science and art. Educational arrangements are made to meet the needs for some learning features, such as learning and processing informations, much faster than the peers of gifted students. Museum and libraries, teaching, research and research centers, universities, laboratories, and botanical gardens, industrial establishments, concerts, art workshops, festivals, exhibition visits are organized by for the student to learn by seeing and living. In the science activities, theoretical and applied science lessons, scientific projects, laboratory studies, scientific creativity contest, international and national science fair participation, scientific interview, conference, seminars, workshops, robotic coding trainings are held in the field of science in our center. In the talent workshops, where application courses are held, it's planned for students who are talented in fields of natural and science, mathematics, astronomy, painting, photography, robotics, coding, ceramic, and philosophy. Students with a scientific project idea are provided to use the laboratories of the university. We will offer our students the opportunity to conduct their experiments in our own laboratories also. Students learn to make scientific language, ethical rules, scientific study methods, laboratory rules, oral and poster presentation, and preparation and presentation in scientific studies. Students who receive basic and advanced training in the fields of robotic coding and maker atelier are preparing for international robotic festivals and competitions also. In the music, in the field of music, basic music lessons, piano and solfege education, preschool English music education with bells, choral studies, concerts, and the events are carried out in this field. Also, students are prepared for international music certificate programs and they participate to competitions. Our students perform concert performance at the end of their music activities. Within the scope of the social activities, social responsibility projects, entrepreneurship activities, English summer camps, science and art summer schools, nature camps, youth volunteering camps, international social projects with university students, and European Union projects also are carried out in our social activities. Social activities are the activities that work in groups, including students of all ages, and teach students to spirit the team and job description and leadership. In the English nature, philosophy, science and art camps are organized periodically in our centers. In these nature camps, our students receive education and perform in different areas such as science and art activities, flora and herbarium examination, creative drama, robotic and coding also. These camps help students gain awareness of the environment and to carry out the applied works on site. In these camps, it is planned that the students actively participate in the scientific lessons and workshops in the nature, as well as social and cultural sharing with their peers through social activities. In the evaluation part of our center, education system was integrated with benefits expected to be gained as a result of the educational activities are detailed as below. First, learning scientific methods and ethical rules, conducting scientific research in university laboratories with academicians of special interest, improving their artistic abilities, participating in activities such as concert and choir construction, and presenting in national and international organizations in the field of science and art, being aware of scientific developments in the world, and developing their foreign language skills also, sharing social and cultural activities with their peers from different countries in the international organizations, and gaining the confidence to have a voice in the community. So finally, I would like to talk about our new approach for gifted students, an international organization that brings together gifted students from around the world. That name is Buca IMSEF. Buca IMSEF is organized by the Buca Municipality Kızılçulu Science and Art Center as national and internationally. These fairs, International Music, Science, Energy and Engineering Fair, to spread the spirit of scientific research and art to the whole world, to enable young people of the same age to make social and cultural activities, to bring together young, gifted people from all over the world who open to change and develop and interest in science, art and technology in our district, Buca, Izmir, Turkey. Scientific projects of high school students from all over the world are evaluated by academicians who are expert in their fields. Also in the music piano category, their piano skills are evaluated by also academicians in the university also. Normally in our face-to-face organizations, students share cultural exchanges with mainstreaming games and culture night, and also historical and touristic trips are organized to share culture. Buca IMSEF takes place with the permission of Ministry of National Education every year. You can see our website on the slide. And Buca IMSEF is Turkey representative of 53 scientific and 2 music, totally 55 international competition from all over the world. And these organizations belong to us, the authority to send students who represent Turkey in this affiliation organization. And Buca IMSEF takes place in the categories of biology, chemistry, physics, engineering and energy, mathematics and computers, and also music category. And Buca IMSEF juries specializing in their fields are university academicians, and students present their project to the juries in form of both oral presentation and poster presentation in our event. And they also perform live piano performances, and juries make separate evaluations in the national and international category. Our Science and Art Center students and university students are country guide in this organization, and along with these tasks, students develop skills such as teamwork, English practice, development of job awareness, and solution-oriented approach. Thanks all participants for listening, and many thanks for the organization to invite me this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chansu, and we are truly pleased for having you with us here in this event. Much appreciated. And I personally myself is heavily interested in what Bucha himself organized the program and the curriculum. It is so interesting for me because Bucha perceived the intelligence not only from the math and science standpoint, but as well as the art and the language, and the students are how do you call it, like try to be integrated into the society, and even from here in Indonesia, it sounds really wonderful, and hopefully we here in Indonesia can apply the same thing and learn a lot from Bucha himself in Turkey. Inshallah.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Dr.
Thank you.
Chansu, for
Inshallah.
the opportunity you have given to us.
Thank you so much for your invitation also.
You're welcome. We are really pleased for your presence. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, after listening to our teacher webinar presentation, we are going to conclude this webinar session, with another presentation that will be carried out by two incredible youths. Now this time they coming from Indonesia, and they are the representatives of ISTEC 2021 participants. To Hasan Sodik Alaidrus and Chandrakanti Lavaini Putri from upper secondary level 3 Semarang. The time is yours.
Thank you.
Okay, Chandrakanti and Hasan?
Yes.
Okay. Please, you can begin with the presentation.
Okay. Wait. Wait. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before we start, we would like to give an honorable mention to the judges and committees that give us chance to present our research project in the ISTEC 2021. My name is Hasan Sodik Alidrus.
And my name is Charakantila Faini Putri. Under the guidance of Dr. Andes Agus Priyatno, MPD, we are from
SMA Negeri 3 Semarang. We will present our project called Ego composite-based eggshell and kaolin as super hydrophobic paper coating materials.
And so we will start our presentation. Eggs are one of the most popular foods in Indonesia. Egg production itself reaches around 4.7 million tons, resulting in a lot of eggshell waste, where about 36% of them are not utilized. Negative impacts such as environmental pollution can be harmful to our health.
On the other hand, about 2 sheets of paper are used by each person. However, knowing that Indonesia is one of the countries that often experience disasters such as floods, it will certainly have an impact on paper that will easily torn and damage when exposed to water. And so, we need a super hydrophobic paper coating that is practical, safe, economical, protects paper from damage,
Eco-friendly, and will be a pioneer of paper coating. Wait. I'm sorry, there's a trouble in the screen sharing. I'll restart this screen first. And these are the methods that needed in our project. So the synthesis of ego clay begins with collecting eggshell waste. Then the eggshells and kaolin are crushed to 200 mesh. Next, we perform ultrasonic wave radiation afterwards.
The precipitated supernatant is separated and put in a spray bottle and continued with the application of ego clay on paper. Then, the hydrophobicity properties are tested by measuring the angle of contact. Lastly, the characterization of FTIR and PSA was carried out with the best formula.
And these are the results from our ultrasonic wave radiation process, which the formation of micelle begins by breaking down the eggshells and kaolin into small particles. Stearic acid is a molecule consisting of a carbon chain with carboxylic clusters that is attached easily to the particles because the eggshells and kaolin surface have a hydroxyl group, so that at the end of the micelles, reaction is formed.
The contact angle of water droplets on ego clay sprayed paper is shown on the graph, where the best resulting contact angle is 166 degrees for axial comparison to kaolin, around 2 to 1.
And based on the FTIR information, kaolin and eggshells do not interact chemically after mixing. When eggshells and kaolin are mechanically mixed, there are no spectral changes due to bone formation or deformation. However, after being irradiated in a solution of ethanol and stearic acid, the tops of eggshells are not visible in further spectra, which indicates that the formation of the composite has been encased in stearic micelle.
Because the particle size in ego clay is smaller than the particles in one and all research, it shows that ego clay can penetrate small pores on paper and can coat tightly. These results show a very large size in nanoscale and will cause the composite to be poorly dispersed. So when applying, it should always be shuffled so that the micelle particles can be homogeneous.
And so the conclusion of our research is that the best formula of ego clay is formed between the eggshells and kaolin around 2 to 1. In addition of stearic acid, it improves the absorbing of eggshells and kaolin, and the presence of CH and CO groups in ego clay indicated that ego clay is a biocomposite.
Then, ego clay disperses better in ethanol, but will be precipitated directly if adding the water. In case shows that ego clay has the properties of hydrophobic or dislike water. The last one is the paper surface that sprayed in ego clay was able to repel the water, so that the paper surface isn't wet.
And these are the bibliography that we use in our research.
And here are our documentation during our research development. And these are our projects.
And
that's all from us. Thank you for your attention, and please forgive us if we have any mistake or misunderstanding. Thank you, and please forgive us if we have any trouble in our presentation before. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Maybe we can give some applause to Hasan and Chandrakanti. Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. We cannot feel any more proud, yeah. We cannot feel more proud than this after seeing these young scientists excited for their scientific research and science in general, of course. Thank you to Hasan and